I would also like to thank our district retirees in advance here for all their years of service and support for the students and staff of Lake Orion and to the greater Lake Orion community. This year in the district we have a total of 48 total retirees, totaling 906 years of experience within Lake Orion. Let that sink in for a second. That's a lot.
It's my pleasure to welcome you to this special evening as we gather to celebrate an extraordinary group of individuals whose dedication, service, and commitment have helped shape our schools, our students, and our community.
Joyce and Linda are kind of my dynamic duo at the high school. They're always at work with a smile. They work really hard up there. She'll tell you she's worked at every building in the district. She's been here a really long time. He knows. Yeah. And this woman starts in the morning at Walden with crossing guard. She comes to work in food service. And then at the end of the day, she goes to the Oakland County schools.
Oakland schools.
The role of the bus driver in Lake Orion schools is different than many other transportation operations. In addition to the normal staff, efficient and on-time responsibilities of your driving duties, you also took the time to engage the students in meaningful conversation.
She told me that she'll miss the most is the children, and of course that's why we're all here and what we've done for a living, because we love children.
She was a constant support to students, to staff, and to me. We worked collaboratively through many situations, and the one constant that always shone very brightly for Jen was a student-first mindset. No matter the situation, the challenge, the decision, whatever it was always students first. And a constant support, yes. Loyal beyond words, yep. My right hand, and sometimes my left, absolutely. Diane has been the proud secretary at Carpenter Elementary since 2000.
This is from Teresa. Although I've only had the privilege of working with Diane Valentine for the past 3 years, she has become so much more than a colleague. She's become family. Diane's years of dedicated service to Carpenter students, families, and staff can be seen in every corner of our school.
Throughout her 22 years in education, Jen has made a difference not through grand gestures, but through the daily acts that matter most. Showing kindness, building relationships, supporting students, collaborating with colleagues, and always doing what was best for kids. But that was Carrie. Every comment mattered. Every child mattered. She wanted families to know their children were truly seen. Hundreds of students, countless families, and every colleague fortunate enough to work alongside her. Now, after years of pouring herself into others, it's finally time for Stacy to focus a little more on herself. One thing that defines Chris. I know. It's her heart for children, families, colleagues, and Stadium Drive.
Students, families, colleagues, they trust her because she brings certainty and calm to difficult situations. She knows when to step forward, when to speak, how to help others find their way, and despite that confidence, Carrie, she is remarkably humble, warm, but demanding. So students know that they're cared for the moment they walk into her classroom. She builds relationships, creates a sense of belonging, and makes students feel seen. So deliberate and calculating. She carefully plans, thinks through things, makes decisions. There are no wasted movements, no wasted effort. She's thoughtful, prepared, intentional in everything that she does.
One of the things that stands out to me is that you bring the same joy today, this very day, in the office after school. And enthusiasm that you brought on the very first day. What I admire most about Renee is that she's never been afraid, and I have to imagine will never be afraid to stand up for what is right and good.
Marcy's kindness, compassion, and heart of gold have touched countless lives. She has always gone above and beyond, never settling for simply doing what was required, but instead doing whatever was needed to help students succeed. One of Pam's greatest gifts is her ability to see the potential in every student, even when they may not see it in themselves. Corey has always challenged students to think critically, work hard, and strive to become the very best versions of themselves. He understands that education is much more than academics.
Your dedication to supporting the well-being of both students and staff has truly left a lasting impact. So thank you for that.
She has been a champion for children, ensuring that every student began their educational journey with the support, care, and opportunities they deserve. Her vision helped build strong programs, her leadership inspired staff, and her compassion created meaningful connections with families across our community.
To know Lauren for 2 decades, and there are not enough words to describe what you have done and the impact you have made. I have watched Lauren, as we all have, work with students of every background, families of every background, and it has not mattered where these students came from, what their story was. The minute that they walked into Paint Creek or to Learning Options, they were our kids, they were Lauren's kids, and they were met with love and kindness, and they were given an education that they deserved. The impact that Carrie has made and the things that she has done, the lives she has touched, it's impossible to put into words.
Over the years, I've had the unique opportunity to work alongside her in many capacities. I've watched her lead an elementary school with passion, compassion, and an unwavering commitment to students. One of the greatest privileges of my career was having the opportunity to hire her as our director of elementary curriculum. I knew then what so many of us already knew. She possessed the vision, expertise, and leadership necessary to make a lasting impact across our entire district.
All of you have made a difference in so many lives, and you have impacted them far beyond the confines of your position, job title. You have taught our students that they matter, to believe in themselves, and that they simply can. Rita Pearson once said, "We can do this. We're educators. We're born to make a difference." To all of our retirees, you can and you did do this.